Already righty. You ain't said that shit in a minute.
I haven't. Let's see.
Oh, what was that laugh? That Jay-Z ass laugh.
Alrighty, daddy. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. We are back after the long holiday break of
Yup,
sorts.
yup.
Feel like it's been a while, but just been
Ish.
doing a lot of resting, I guess. It's your boy Bryce, as you see on the screen, and I'm here. And I'm joined by my brother
Tariq.
Tariq. How was your holiday week? Let me ask that, bro. How was your? I don't want to say happy Thanksgiving. I don't want to be that type of person. I hate when people tell me like happy whatever early. Like tell me the day of. Like it's Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, and people at work were talking about happy Thanksgiving. I don't know you. Let me not
He
be that
said, "Do
way.
I know you?" That's
Let me not
crazy.
be. Let me not be that way. But still, it's like happy Thanksgiving. I'm like happy Thanksgiving. I'm like that's Thursday. Like, can we get there first? Like,
Yeah.
anyways, though,
Only
how
type of
was your
people I know I ain't gonna
Thanksgiving?
see.
How was your Thanksgiving break? How was your time off?
It was
And
good.
we need a
I
Coach
was
T update.
we didn't have a game or practice last week, so we
Okay,
good.
that's valid. That's valid.
So we went zero. We won last week for real, for real. 'Cause
But I say
based
that
off
was
how
your
practice
bye
went
week. You
today, though.
couldn't. Hey, you couldn't lose. That was your bye week.
Based off of how practice went today, though, I knew all they did was eat over the break. They ain't
Boy, that first
they ain't touch
practice
a ball.
back.
They ain't touch a ball. The boys breathing heavy after a little. I'm like, dog, we just got it. But uh, had a good break, man. Got to see the family.
That's good.
Got to eat some of my mama's cooking. And
That's
if
good
y'all
as
know me, y'all know
always.
I don't play about that baked mac and cheese.
Come on now.
And that thing
Because
was
remember
hitting.
last year somebody did something different to the mac and cheese. We gotta get all the mac and cheese up there this year. What was going on? Who was in charge of the mac
Hey,
and
bro,
cheese?
bro, the mac and cheese looked like it was corn in it. We was like,
Corn?
I said, corn.
It was corn
I
and mac
said,
and cheese.
yeah,
You didn't say this last year.
this is a different kind of mac and cheese from the same dude.
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
said, bro,
wait,
you
wait,
messed
wait,
it
wait,
up.
wait, 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 wait. It was corn and mac and cheese this year? Oh hell no! That was the
I
last
said,
time. That's
why look like cream of corn in there? I said, boy, make a macaroni casserole. What's wrong with them? Bro,
I'm
I
glad
looked at
people
that
kept their
thing,
plates off the TL this year.
bro. I
Because I
looked
was
at that
judging
thing.
last year. I'm
I
glad
went
people
right
ate.
downstairs. Was like, yep, where my mama mac and cheese at? Because we not finna do that. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, I did not go Black Friday shopping. I am frugal. I ain't eat nothing, so I ain't go get nothing. Um, Saturday had a little anniversary event I went to. That was cool. And then Sunday, big Commanders W, big blowout dub.
And who was in attendance?
Your boy,
Yes, sir.
that boy 2-0 in live in attendance. So what they really saying is I need to be out there more. That's all I hear.
Hey, if you was there the week before, you would have been there with some stars. Jigga was there. Corday the week before.
Corday was there. That mean never mind. Never mind.
You ready to do album?
I had yeah, I did.
It's tough. I like it. He spit. I
You
like
said
people
like you
that
surprised.
spit. Huh?
Wait, this is the first album of his you listen to?
In full, I believe so.
Oh, are you bugging?
I mean, I've
Corday
listened to
tough,
his
bro.
songs. No, I've listened to his songs, but I don't think I've listened to his albums in full. Like I've listened
You
to
got to go listen to the
Crossroads.
Lost Boy. The Lost Boy is really good. The Lost Boy
So
is
I,
really good.
but I like real rap. Like I mean, you know
Yeah,
that. You
he's
know the
one of them.
guys I listen
Yeah,
to.
he's one of them.
It's
He
just
one of them.
sometimes I be in the mood to hear like nonsense rap
Yeah,
or just like things
not
I
me
like
though.
just rather ride to that just
Yeah, I go
I don't
through
know.
phases
Spotify
because
rap
I
coming out this week probably, so we'll really see
my
how
Apple
my
Music. Hey, my Apple Music came out this morning.
what's on there. Let's run through your top five real quick.
What's the number one album you think?
Number one album. What albums came out this year from your favorites? Let's see. Kalani dropped this year twice. Um,
Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, you still might be spinning SOS. As long you know how long that came out, you still might be spinning that in rotation. I'm not even gonna kid you. I know that's probably top five for sure.
I don't think it was this year. Hold on, let me go look
Okay.
real fast, real fast.
Okay.
I
Let
know
me.
what the number one album is off the top of the dome. Though.
trying to think what I'm dropped
It's one
this
that
year.
you also listen to yourself.
Don't tell me short and sweet.
It's definitely short and sweet.
Short and sweet on number one album.
Yeah, by far too. Like it's not even close for it.
Oh, I just bought
Okay,
that album on vinyl. Not gonna lie to you.
so my top five artists this year
So that
in
solidifies
order.
and stamps that as an album for me. If I buy it on
My top
vinyl,
five,
solidified.
yeah, my top five artists this year in order: Kalani,
Uh huh.
Khalid,
Uh
Chris
huh.
Brown,
Uh
Serena
huh.
Carpenter, Bryson Tiller.
Taylor did have a hot album. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That album was definitely getting played every day.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Top five songs: Dumb and Poetic, Saturn, Please, Please, Please,
Dumb and Poetic,
Residuals,
your
and
number one
Deep.
song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It is, but
That's a good one.
I Dumb and Poetic.
Hey, it just it speaks to me differently. That's all. It just speaks to me.
Not gonna lie,
All right.
I'm dumb and poetic. That's me.
That's why it speaks to me because I'm not that. So I'll be like, yeah, see, it's women out there like that too.
Yeah, women be out here trying to
But
run game with their little
all right now,
sayings and stuff. They be, hey. I don't know. I I like a woman that can match my energy on that front. You know, like
yeah.
we can have good wordplay. I'm gonna leave
And
it
my
at
top
that.
five albums, my top five albums: Short and Sweet, Sincere by Khalid, Crash by Kalani, Bryson Tiller, and then Room Under the Stairs by Zayn. That's the top five albums.
That's an interesting five. I would say
To
a five
round out my top 10 art.
that
Oh
has
damn, they go to
range.
15.
That has
To round out my
range.
top 10 artists is J. Cole, Zayn,
Uh,
my dog Aubrey from Cloak and Dagger, Drake,
I
and
thought you were
SZA.
talking about Drake. I'll be Drake Graham.
No, Aubrey Omari. His he was the main character in. He also played in the movie Bosco. I don't know if you've seen that. It was on Peacock.
No,
That's that dude. I listened to a lot of the weekend this year, but
I'm
he ain't
not.
dropped
I'm
no
not
music
familiar
for real.
with the game. The weekend ain't dropped yet, so he dropped
Yeah,
in
he ain't really
January.
dropped
So
yet.
yeah,
Kiana Day and Black are lower than normal,
she
but they ain't
did
really
drop.
dropped that much this year.
That's something else I gotta listen to. I just remember it.
Don Tolliver is in the top 15. Trevor Jackson's in the top 15. SZA low, but she only dropped like one song this year. So, but that one song was number two played on my
Hey, what song she dropped this year? I'm trying to remember.
Saturn.
Okay,
She dropped it right. She dropped it
because that
after the
Lana
Grammys.
album was supposed to drop, right? Or is it
Yeah,
dropping
she
before the
performed it
years
at the
ended? I don't know.
Grammys, or she dropped the music video at the Grammys,
Yeah.
and then it didn't come out for a couple of days, and then I didn't even realize it was out. Somebody was playing it, and I was like, "Hold on, that song on Apple?" They was like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, it's a rap," and it was number one up until like 3 weeks ago. But yeah, that is my Apple replay. That was my weekend. Shout out to the Commanders going getting that dub. Um, yeah. But how about you, bro?
I just saw a meme on Twitter. This is crazy. I'm gonna send it to you real quick. But I'm good, man. Been a good week. Thanksgiving was cool. Thanksgiving was long for some reason, man. I don't know. You know what made Thanksgiving long? That I'm not gonna cuss, but that terrible Cowboys game. That was midday
Yeah,
between the Cowboys and the
I cut it
Giants.
off for real, for real. I
I
didn't even
had no
watch it.
choice. I was at my aunt uncle crib. I'm just like, bro, I'm not about to turn the TV. And it's like I'm out the way. I booted up ESPN. You know, make sure my sign in was in before I left the crib. So I had to worry about signing in when I was there. I was like, nah, I'm not about to waste my battery life, you know, trying to get a signal, trying to get a sufficient signal to watch these hoop games. I'm like, you know what? I might actually speak to my cousins. Like, but nah, it was a good day though. Just a long day. Bad football, but no, I'll say the night game was good. Night game was cool.
I didn't watch that either.
It was I want to
I
say
watched the first
it was
game.
Miami versus Green Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that
yeah,
was
I didn't
all
watch none of
cool.
that.
Did a little bit of Black Friday shopping. Like a reasonable adult, I was not out and about mainly because I had to work Black Friday and work in that madness.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that shit either, or
But
do that stuff either.
got a couple of gadgets, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, I'm back on the sticks. I'm back on the sticks.
Oh, that boy got the
I'm
controller.
back on the sticks. So
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't ready to get booted up. I ain't ready to get back in the park quite yet. But give me a couple weeks. I'll be ready to run the park on the newbies that get the game on Christmas.
I ain't get it yet, but I will get it.
So I'll be good to be able to get some dubs on Christmas for some of y'all if y'all want to tap in or whatever y'all want to do. I'm with it. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I got a new gamer tag too. So
Okay, okay.
it's been a minute, bro. I've been out of retirement, bro. I ain't even look at a control in like 3-4 years.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't
Crazy.
play that often, but
Yeah.
not. I mean, I just having the system there is. I just have to have it there, even
Yeah.
if I
I
don't
mean,
play it
and
for
it's
like
like
3 weeks.
multi-purpose too. You know, I can use the system for a lot. Like it's not just a gaming
Yeah,
system.
yeah. That's literally. I mean, I use it for NBA League Pass every day. So
That's what I'm about to use it for too. Like we here.
you get my multi box going, and then I
Come on
get one
now.
on the tablet,
Come
one
on
on the
now.
laptop.
Hey,
Boom.
games get start blowing out. Cool. Switch to the game. Start blowing
Simple.
people out. That's a pause there. Part of my left.
Nah. Oh man, they
Oh
had a lot of
man,
those games. They had a lot of those.
yo. The ball Shumpert was
On the
talking
left.
about. He's like, yo, forcing it down. He's like, no, 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 I ain't gonna let that rock. I ain't gonna let that rock. He's like, protect
Rudy game
yourself,
like,
champ.
nah, game.
He's like, protect yourself, champ. All right, man. Enough joshing
Oh
around, bro.
man,
Let's get into it, man. As you guys know, as many of you guys know, as many of you guys see from the title of this episode, NBA Cup qualifying games in today. Uh, so you got the Warriors, the Rockets, and the Hawks have already clinched their groups. You still got
it's
a couple groups
crazy.
left to clinch. Um, got the Bucks against the Pistons to decide that group, which is crazy to me to even
It's
think.
wild,
Like I
wild.
was looking at the this man crap, bro. I'm sorry. The face he made on that face, the face he made on that post up just now, he looked pissed.
Relax, chill on my dog.
Oh man, bro, he looked like he was through it, bro. Like the eye roll was so crazy, bro.
Relax, chill on my dog, bro.
Anyways, as mentioned, Magic and Knicks to decide Group A. Is going on right now. Well, East Group A, I should say. Clippers Blazers that should decide a wild card spot there, or goes towards deciding a wild card spot there. Spurs and Phoenix to decide that group. Hold on, I know it's one group where it's like three teams tied
Group B,
in
West
West.
Group B.
So that's
San Antonio, OKC, Phoenix,
okay. So yeah, that
all two
game,
and one.
and then the Thunder are up against Utah. Hold on, why did y'all group? Yeah, Thunder against Utah to decide their place in. They're 3-1 in the group, and then you got the Suns and Spurs with a chance to possibly clinch, maybe depending on the outcome. They're both 2-1. Um, then you got Grizzlies and the Mavericks to decide a wild card spot. Also, Nuggets and the Golden State Warriors to help decide a wild card spot out of that group as well. Warriors have already clinched Group C. A lot of good basketball on tonight. A lot of stakes are at hand. I mean, not stakes. A lot is at stake. What is your outlook on things, man? How do you feel?
I like it. I like the way I like that teams are really taking this serious. I think this is important for a lot of teams. Like um a team like Houston, a team like San Antonio potentially, like some of these teams that are growing, getting uh, you know, and improving year by year. I mean, Houston looks like a contender right now, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but San Antonio, this is something that could propel them, the Magic. Even though they don't have Paolo, they've won, I don't know, 12 out of their last 13, 11 out of their last 12. So, um, this is something for them that they can build off of. Even though they, made it to the playoffs last year, there's still something they can build off of. Um, even a team like Golden State, like this will tell you these kinds of games, these kinds of situations will tell you what you need or what you're missing, or if you're good where you're at. I feel like there's a lot of different outcomes and a lot of different things that come from these situations. Um, Minnesota being eliminated already is crazy. Portland having a chance to get in, just some of these just feel like the Hawks being like winning their group with Boston in it. Like that's just crazy. Um, so yeah, man, I'm just excited to see how all this plays out. Um, I think it's gonna be some really good basketball. I think it's gonna be some really competitive basketball, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, man. Tuesday nights have definitely been great for the NBA Cup. Just been good basketball in general, man. NBA Cup, you can see that these guys are taking it serious. That these guys are taking these matchups with just repeating myself basically. I try not to, but but yeah, no, it's made for some good basketball. I remember some of the highlight games of this time period were the game that really sticks out to me the most out of this whole period, whole start to the season was the Golden State versus Dallas game. Clay's return. The end of that game was just amazing, bro. Um, let me silence that. But yeah, the end of that game was just amazing. Uh, okay, sucks. Um, love the. Let's see. Just love it. Just love it for the game. You know, a lot of reason why, or a lot of people say that the reason why they don't pay attention to the NBA, like whenever it first starts, for a bevy of reasons, like NFL is still going on and people's focus is on that still. Um, you got and just on the simple fact that like basketball doesn't really pick up to playoff time. Same with other sports, but NBA has made it to where regular season matters whole season through. You got first part of the season NBA Cup, then you got the Christmas games right after, then you got an All Star push. So you know guys playing hard then. Guys going to make it to the All Star game. All Star game is cool, and then after the All Star game, boom, it's picking up because after the All Star break, it's not even a halfway point of the season anymore. It's like you're 2/3 of the season at that point. So at that point, that's whenever you gotta make them last playoff pushes, and that's when you see like crazy runs. Like I remember seeing teams like a previous Boston Celtic team that went like 18-2 in that stretch, or maybe like a Miami Heat team, Golden State Warriors team, like teams that went on to have deep runs in the playoffs or be the top team of their conference going into the playoffs. Have like that's whenever they pick up. So I think this has just been genius and it's gotten better since last year. Format has gotten better in my opinion too. Um, I just don't like these courts. A lot of these courts are just trash, just bad. But at the moment, Milwaukee is blowing out Detroit 102-76. I mean, unless something crazy happens, kind of like that play that just happened to in the half for the Knicks. If something crazy happens, no, not Toronto. Milwaukee will be advancing. Um, yeah. So honestly, just really just look forward to seeing like who ends up representing each group in the knockout rounds. Knockout rounds are next week. We'll start next week. It's like in host cities and stuff too. I don't know. Like I forgot the whole format, but I think they said they're having in a couple host locations, and then obviously the championship game in Las Vegas once again. Um, trying to think of what else to talk about in terms of NBA Cup. Um, let's see, NBA Cup.
I mean, really, it'd be more to talk about once. I mean, it would like if we had recorded tomorrow, there would have been
Yeah, I'm gonna say if we
more to
knew
talk
the
about. But
outcomes of these games, it
there's
would be
still,
definitely more to talk about. But
I
reason
mean,
like these games
The
still
Bucks
going
are
on.
in.
Yeah. Another good game that I think about was the Knicks and Nets Friday night game. The one that went to overtime when they gave Jalen Russell that BS doggone foul call. I'm sorry. This commercial is crazy. I just seen. They got a Love Jones Walmart commercial.
Oh what?
Love Jones, the movie.
Oh nah,
Yeah.
nah.
Anyways, Ben.
That's crazy.
Um, shout out to the NBA Cup. It's gotten better. Competition gotten better. It's made viewership on Tuesday, especially Tuesdays. Tuesdays and Fridays really fun. So yeah, job well done there.
Facts, facts, facts.
All right. Shifting over to college basketball side. Um,
Woo.
to the women's, we've had a lot of shakeup, man. Like, yo, this has been a fun season so far, man.
Hey
We
man,
had a couple upsets, and then you had those upsets be upsetted, and then some more upsets on top of that. It's upsetting.
and you know what? You know what stands out about most of this?
What stands out about it?
The fact that we couldn't see most of the games. Couldn't watch none of these games live.
I don't want to.
Besides
They want to put them
SC
damn
and
games on
Iowa
damn
State,
flow hoops. Anybody want to pay? Anybody want to pay to watch on damn flow hoops?
nobody wants to
You see the
pay.
sweatshirt? We put flow hoops on a freaking map, right? I don't even want to. I don't even want to pay for flow hoops to see them. Like, no. As a whole, honestly, you know what should have been something that would have been a point topic for this election? What are we going to do to eradicate flow hoops? How is the each presidential candidate? What is your plan to improve or get rid of flow hoops?
That's crazy.
Cause ain't nobody trying to go on flow hoops. You want me to pay flow hoops to watch?
For a week. For a week now. Paying all that money for a week's worth of
When
games. And then
ESPN Plus leaps miles, light years ahead of him, easier, accessible. I can watch games wherever, whenever. Don't gotta, and you're not even paying for quality when you pay for flow hoops. They
no.
shooting them joints off of Androids, bro. That we had in high school, middle school.
Off the video, off the cameras that they use for huddle.
Come on now, the old iPad, and you had the one kid on the team on the B team and JV team that was just there because he wanted to be at the game. He not even paying attention for real. He delayed with the pen, like he. Man, I remember one time they wanted me to do a game. I said no. Bryce do a game. No. You see who's in the student section right now? No.
You go out.
No, but yeah, no. Full hoops, they got to do better. But I mean, hey, we got a lot of good games this upcoming week on nationally that are going to be nationally televised. Are going to be on accessible broadcasting channels. So amen to that. But you've had a couple of shakeups this past week. Notre Dame went from looking like a fierce squad to losing two straight.
Two straight.
I mean, a lot of people had them. I mean, I still think they'd probably be title contenders. And two games don't define your whole season, but still, though, that's still two bad losses under they belt early.
I wouldn't say
I
bad.
don't say bad losses, but it's like
It just shows that they're missing a key piece.
or pieces.
Maddie Westbrook.
Yeah, look like she
That's
might
a,
be
that's a
returning
that's a
soon. Though
very important
I
player.
seen she was doing what was she doing? Yoga, I think, Pilates, one of the two.
She been doing wild stuff all off, not wild stuff, but like she's been like super healthy all season. So like it
Yeah.
was kind of like I don't know. It definitely was like I don't want to say frustrating because like that would make it seem like I was the one that got hurt. But like it was definitely like frustrating to see for her because like she had worked so much on her body to like get her body right for the season, and then she had injury, so where she won't be able to start it. But I think
I was
she
sorry for
might be
laughing.
back
I just
around
seen
conference
Kenny
play.
Smith run back to the table. He be running like he hurt.
Hell nah, man. But yeah, I think the TCU loss. I don't, we can say it's a bad loss because they lost, like they let them come back twice.
Hmm.
But I would say it's a bad loss due to the opponent.
Yeah, because I was gonna
Um,
ask you there if like, because see, TCU is now ranked number 9, and that's the
mhm,
highest ranking they've gotten in program history. Haley Van Lith has had a bounce back season. She's looked
mhm.
great and has been consistent as well. It seems like she's gotten her confidence back as a player. Do you take that more so as like TCU becoming a good team, good squad this year, or like good win for TCU or bad loss for Notre Dame?
I think it's a good one for TCU. Um, they brought in some players this offseason to accelerate their timeline. You already had a Sedona Prince who's been in the college for 6 or 7 years at this point.
Good lord,
Due to some, I mean, she's had some very bad injury luck.
yeah,
You know, they brought in Donovan Hunter from Oregon State.
good
Um,
pickup.
you have Madison Connor, and you know, you have experienced guards, you have experienced players, um, and they're all coming together to play a specific role. Donovan Hunter is fine with getting 3 or 4 shots a game. Um, she's gonna go out there and defend regardless. Haley Van Lith knows exactly what she's supposed to do on offensive end. Sedona Prince knows what she's doing on offense, defense, in terms of rebounding the ball. She had 20 and 20 in this game. Just super dominant. Um, and I think also 8 blocks and 3 steals too. So if you combine stocks, it's a triple double. Um, yeah, I mean they have a very experienced team, and I'm interested to see how they play against South Carolina this weekend. Um, and I'm assuming they have a game in the SEC ACC Challenge. They do not actually. They play FAU tomorrow, so that should be a win. Um, but they'll play South Carolina Sunday night, and that is it looks like it's at TCU.
Yeah,
So that's a big game for them. That's one way to really like that'll stamp the season for them. Not
oh for
stamp, but
sure.
like put the stamp on the beginning of the season at least, because they still have conference play to play. But I mean, you beat if they beat South Carolina, which is a tall task, but if they do, you have Louisiana Tech, Sanford, UCF, Brown, and then you get into conference play. So the everything is out in front of them. Um, at this point, when you start the season the way they have, there's a lot to look forward to. There's a lot to be excited about. Um, you know, and they've taken care of business against the other teams. None of these games have really been close. They beat NC State, um, who was ranked 13 at that time, and obviously the win over Notre Dame is the key one. But they look really good. I don't think this makes Notre Dame look bad. I think they just need to be healthy. Um, it's hard to play 7 players, even though TCU did do that. It's hard to play 7 players. Um, I think the only player that played under 30 minutes was Liatu King played 28 minutes. Cassandra Prosper played 26, and then Emma Reach played 2. So you're asking a lot of your guards to give you that same energy for 40 minutes a night. Sonya Citron played 35. Kate Koval played 30 and was in foul trouble all night. So they just need to get some players back. If Kylie Watson is able to come back, um, that helps with depth. And then you need um, Maddie Westbrook as well. And there's someone else I can't think of off the top of my head. She came from Marquette. Um, Liza Carlin as well is injured right now. So if
Mm.
they can get her back, I can't remember what her timeline is. I think she got hurt before the season. If they can get her back, this team looks completely different. But for right now, they're still one of the top teams in the country. But from night to night, it is going to be tough to play the brand of basketball they do. Like it's going to be hard for Hannah Delgo to continue to play with the same energy and intensity for 40 minutes every single night. Um, but I'm not saying she can't. It's just going to be difficult to do with only playing 7 players. Because even if they do get players back, they don't really have backup guards. Like you have KK Bransford, but she's not really running your one. So um, it is good that they have Hannah and Olivia, so neither one of them has to carry a super heavy load as the point guard. But it's still asking a lot for Olivia Miles coming off an ACL surgery to play 40 minutes a night and asking Hannah to play 40 minutes a night. Obviously, there's going to be blowouts, so they'll be able to play less minutes. But when you get into conference play, it's going to be tough if you don't have your players back.
No, definitely for sure. I think you say to echo that point, conference play is really where you want to have your team together for the most part, and build that identity as a squad and see what works in different situations. Where you have, like you mentioned, conference play, and then head into conference play, you have the conference tournament for the big tournament. Um, and those are when wins matter the most. So if Notre Dame can get back to full strength, I think that'll help them out and be on their side a lot. Especially because they do have a talented group of individuals on that squad. Um, I don't say they're low on their size in comparison to some teams, but they've made up for that size in different areas. Like they have players that play big, play above their position, really.
Mhm.
And they just make it work under Neil Ivy, who's been able to figure it out past couple years. We know the type of player, not player. We know the type of coach she. I mean, we know the type of player she is too, but we know the type of coach she is, and what type of coach she's becoming. So I'm definitely interested to see how Notre Dame responds coming off of the 2 losses that they've took the past week. So definitely a team to watch. Definitely a team that we tune into, obviously, as we normally are. And yeah. But I don't necessarily worry about them too yet, but I do think they are one of the better teams out there. So I know we mentioned this briefly a little bit, but I mean, I think they are one of the teams I have, or I could see being a contender or be considered a contender so far this season.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Who are your title favorites? What other teams you got out there?
Um, the favorite right now would have to be UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, after they did what they
I'd
did to
agree.
South Carolina, we haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, they have won 44 straight, 43 or 43
It's
straight,
43
and
straight.
the
Yep.
game they lost before that was a very close game in a Final Four to Iowa. Um, and then they lost to Kentucky in the SEC tournament
No, no,
a
no,
couple
no, no. You
years
thinking
ago.
about well? Oh no, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, a couple years
I'm
ago.
thinking about a Tennessee game differently. I'm thinking Tennessee went on the buzzer. No, they beat Tennessee on the buzzer to keep
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah,
streak alive
yeah, yeah.
heading into the
The
tournament.
Ryan,
Yeah, for the
Ryan Howard was still on the team when they won when Kentucky beat them a couple years ago in the tournament, but they went on
really,
to win the championship that year. I'm pretty sure.
I thought they lost to
Yeah, that was the year with Aaliyah
what's the
Boston.
other girl that was on that team?
on
She had the
the
low
Kentucky
cut.
team.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Dre Edwards.
Yes.
Yeah, she was there
Okay.
too.
Thought so.
Yeah. Um. So we haven't really seen South Carolina lose, and definitely not in that fashion. They answered the call well against Iowa State. Um, and I mentioned on the pod before the UCLA and South Carolina game that they win some games before the game even starts. That was what the Iowa State game was. Um,
Oh yeah. They held them girls to 9 points at halftime. 9.
yeah, yeah. Which sucked for me because been a huge advocate for Iowa State the last couple of years. I don't
Definitely.
think that game is indicative of them at all. I think
No.
they got an angry South Carolina team coming off a blowout loss um, that everyone saw, and there was no way they weren't going to get a focused and determined South Carolina team. And if you have that, I don't. There's not a lot of teams that are going to be able to hang with them.
Yeah.
Um, but I would say UCLA, based off the way they're playing right now, and UConn to this point. I think those are the top two. I think South Carolina is in the discussion, even though Notre Dame took two losses. They're in the discussion. LSU is still in the discussion, and then USC as well, I believe. I want to see a little bit more from Texas. Um,
Same.
it's
And
a
they had a
little
big game
early,
this week too.
and yeah, so I want to see how that game goes, and that'll probably tell me what I don't say what I need to know, but what I want to see. They did get a good win over West Virginia. Um, but I mean that's a team that they've played a good bit, being former conference rivals. Um, but nonetheless, still a good win. Um, but yeah, I do want to see how they continue to play as a team, um, and just continue to grow. They have another big game against Notre Dame. Notre Dame can't afford to lose this game. That would be three ranked losses before January, and that's not a good look. So um, I would hold off on Texas for now. I would hold off on teams like Maryland, even though I really like the way they're playing. I like the way Sailor Poffenbarger looks with them. Um, I would hold off on Duke, even though Duke has some good wins as well.
They look good. They
And
look
then
good.
some of those other teams are on the outside looking in. But there's still a lot of talented teams out there. But I would say for right now, the top two like favorites as of December 3rd, 2024, are UCLA and UConn.
Yeah, I can agree with you
But
there,
I do
man.
need
I'll
to see
say
UConn
okay.
play some more teams too. They did beat Ole Miss um in North Carolina, but
Yeah.
that's another team that we need to see play some more. I mean, they play Louisville this week and they play um, Notre Dame next week. So their next two games, they beat Holy Cross tonight, which who, who didn't see that coming? But in December, they play Louisville, UConn, Iowa State, or I said UConn. In December, UConn plays Louisville, Notre Dame, Iowa State, and USC, and then they'll play them in February, right? Yeah, they'll play South Carolina in February. So while they don't have the toughest conference schedule every year, um, they are testing themselves with
Hmm.
multiple teams that they could or will potentially see in a NCAA tournament. So by the end of December, we'll have a better outlook on things. But as of right now, I think it's easily UCLA and UConn.
Yeah, definitely UCLA, definitely UConn. I still want to throw USC in the mix based on the fact that they got deep last year, and I think that they can figure it out before conference play starts. I mean, we saw a game this past weekend with Juju and Kiki Uriaf and almost outscored their opponents by themselves. Um, so just a matter of getting their rhythm back, but seeing how they look against good teams, like just being tested, you know. I mean, and then they're in a conference like the Big Ten now, where they'll see an Ohio State, they'll see a Maryland, they'll see an Iowa. Like they're seeing, not saying they were seeing bad teams last year, because last year the Pac-12 was amazing, but
Stacked.
they're still going to see the same quality of teams
Mm-hmm.
head into the being that this is their first year in the Pac-10. So I'm not
Sick
counting
about
them
Mark
out.
Braun getting hurt.
I'm not counting them out quite yet. So
No, I'm definitely not counting him out.
yeah, they're up there, but I do agree that in terms of the top two, probably UConn and UCLA, they're probably two of the more well-rounded teams in the nation at the moment. Um, and just possess all the qualities of a good championship squad.
I would
But we
agree.
do got some crazy games this week. Part of the ACC SEC Challenge, Big East versus Big 12, both on the men's and the women's side. I'm gonna go run down some of the ones I got highlighted. Starting with the men's, Duke and Auburn. Auburn had a good showing in the Maui. Duke obviously got the star phenom. What's the boy name? Cooper Flag.
Wow. What's the boy name? Is crazy.
Listen,
Boy
man,
forgot
I'm,
Cooper
I'm
Flag
human,
name.
but not.
Wow, fake
Got,
Duke fan over there.
all
Crazy.
right, man. Relax, relax, relax,
Casual,
relax, relax,
casual.
relax. But
He
nah,
doesn't know
Cooper Flag
ball.
and the
Get
Duke
him.
Blue Devils got another big test ahead of them in Auburn, who I mentioned had a good showing in the Maui. Baylor with VJ Edgecombe up against UConn, reigning champions, which is going to be interesting again because I don't know, UConn has a tough non-con schedule heading into Big East play, and we've seen UConn's performance in the Maui losing to both Memphis and Colorado. Yeah, not a good look, Mr. Hurley, but that being part of the Big East Big 12 challenge. You got Alabama against North Carolina, two storied programs. Nate Oates, one of the better coaches in the nation, up against North Carolina team with a crazy guard tandem. Um, Oklahoma against Louisville on the women's side. Ranked matchup, top 25 matchups are always good. Duke versus South Carolina on the women's side on Thursday. That should be good as well. Kara Lawson and the Duke Blue Devils looking good this season. Reagan Richardson has had a great season so far. Toby Fournier has been a standout freshman as well. Definitely interested to see them progress as a program, especially under the Care era. Um,
Bruh,
got Kentucky against North Carolina. What
they got Sophie Cunningham on the broadcast
for
on the
Phoenix?
Suns on the Suns Spurs game.
Oh, we could talk. We could talk
She's
about the schedule,
commentating.
bro. Announcements a little later.
Hey man, them things was funny.
But nah, Duke versus South Carolina on women's side. Kentucky against North Carolina. That's gonna be a game I'm gonna be tuned into. I haven't really gotten to see a great look at Kentucky yet, but Kentucky's been making some waves, making some noise.
It be Duke.
Yeah, Kenny Brooks still that guy.
Oh,
Georgia Amore.
I thought you was talking about men's Kentucky. My fault.
Nah.
That's why I
Got-
said they did beat
I
Duke.
say you said they beat Duke. You was ready to brag. You was ready to trip.
But
But
no,
nah.
Claire Strike looks really good.
Okay.
Claire
Yeah, I
Strike
might
was,
have to
I think she
definitely
had
get a
25 and 15
better
the other
view
night.
of them this week. Ole Miss against NC State. Um, two good programs there.
Peyton
Texas Notre
Verhulst returning to
Dame,
Louisville, by the way.
big game. That's what a top 10 matchup, I believe.
You said what?
Texas Notre Dame, women's.
Yeah, it's top 4 and 10.
Okay. And then Stanford at LSU is the last
That
matchup
one's
that I
gonna be
saw.
interesting.
Yeah.
I think
This
this
new
could be bad.
ACC, man.
Honestly, this could be
This new ACC, dog.
yeah, it's weird to see some of these teams in there. Like that's not okay.
Man.
Like Alabama and Cal.
I'm about to say
Cal.
Cal? Cal in the ACC now, man? Like, ugh.
What? No.
And it's like, why did
But
it's like part of it's like why is this happening? And part of it's like why doesn't it happen sooner? Because like, bro, imagine Jalen Brown against Duke.
uh, bruh, no.
I'm
Uh,
just saying. I just thought of that just now. 'Cause I'm like, oh shoot. We're just thinking of different like matchups. We're just thinking of different like people that went to certain schools and stuff.
Peyton Verhulst is returning to play against Louisville. Not
Okay.
returning, but she's will play against Louisville for the first
Back in
time
action.
since transferring. Um, so that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
interesting development. Louisville's got two big games. They got Oklahoma and UConn back to back. So
Mm.
um, this could be a season changing week, really.
Oh yeah.
Um, Obviously there's still a lot of season to go, so it's not, make or break, but it's gonna send you on a trajectory, and we're gonna see which trajectory that is. USC and Oregon play, old Pac-12 matchup. Tennessee and Iowa play as well. I think that's gonna be fun. Um, I really like what Lucy Olson has done at Iowa right now. Um, Getting a little bit more exposure than she was at Villanova.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then Sunday we have Illinois, Ohio State. Illinois has looked pretty good. Just one loss so far. That guard matchup is going to be fun with Jeloni Cambridge, Makira Cook. Um, I really like the way that Illinois has gradually gotten better year after year. I think it's a testament to their coaching and just how much they have paid attention and have focused on growing their team. Because I mean, most of their team you see is the same guy or same women. Adalia McKenzie is growing year by year. Makira Cook, Genesis Bryant. Um, I mean, they haven't changed a ton, and this is one of those where once they're all getting older, they're all older, um, and they're recognizing what's in front of them and what they have the chance to do. Um, and so far they've done a really good job. They're 7-1. And a game against Ohio State is one that could put some people on notice to start your early conference play, I guess. Since it's not really conference play, but it's a conference game. Um,
Preview in the conference play.
yeah, UCLA and Washington plays old Pac-12 matchup again. Um, Even though they're in the Big Ten, but it's an old Pac-12 matchup for me. Um, Kansas State, Texas A&M. That's a SEC Big 12. Some of these are throwing me off. Yeah, SEC Big 12. Um, and then Virginia Tech and Duke. Virginia Tech 6-2. Got off to a bit of a slow start, or not a slow start, but lost the game early, then lost to Michigan. Um, but all in all, they've you know granted that they lost some really key players. I mean, they lost their two best players in Georgia and Elizabeth Kitley,
Elizabeth
and then you
Kitley.
also lost Kayla King. You lost Claire Strack. You lost some pieces off the bench. Um, I do like that they've let or that she's really letting the young players just go out there and play. I mean, Karis Baker is playing heavy minutes. Matilda Eck is playing heavy minutes. Um, Carly Wenzel's playing heavy minutes. So I this may not be a year that they really contend, but they could be back in contention by next year. Um, with the talent that they have right now and what they can add in a transfer portal or with scholar adding people in scholarship and recruiting and things like that. So um, they may not contend this year, but Virginia Tech is still going to be a team that you're going to have to come and play against because they're not going to roll over. I think that's the last of like the games until next Tuesday. I did see. I didn't read the article, but I seen the headline, and it said the teams that are pressed and disappointed 1 month in, and one of those teams was USC, and they were talking about how Juju is struggling. Do you think she's having a sophomore slump to this point?
I don't think she's having a sophomore slump. I just think
Yeah, I didn't think
I
so
think it's
either.
a mix of a couple of things. I think if Juju was not scoring 20 points a game, it would be a sophomore slump. There's a lot going on. You got a new team, damn near a whole new team. Um,
Hmm.
because you had a lot of transfers and a lot of seniors and stuff last year. So
Hmm.
bring in a new squad, um, some new 5-star freshmen, some transfers with TVL and Kiki. And I mean, you gotta. it's kind of like LSU last year. You know, like you put a lot of talent together, trying to like mess that challenge, trying to make the talent work. Like they're still in that phase, so that this team still hasn't really found their identity yet. I don't think. I think they'll find
I
it within
agree.
the next month or so. But it's like they gotta find it soon, you know. And I'm
They
not
do.
saying that to put pressure on them. I don't think there's any pressure for them to find that because the more time you're together on the floor, the better and the better your chemistry is, and we're starting to see their chemistry grow as a squad. So I think they just ran into a couple of teams with a little more experience, a little more with a little more chemistry.
Put together.
Yeah,
Hmm.
like that Notre Dame game. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
like
they knew
Notre Dame
exactly
runs
what they
like a
wanted to do.
well-oiled machine.
Yeah,
So they just need to get to where they can run like a well-oiled machine
yeah,
with the squad that they
and
have.
because
So
a
I'm
lot
not
of
too
years these
worried,
players are
but
young.
they got to get together like now though. Like they got to start
Yeah,
getting it together. So I understand concern or why some might have concern, but it's no need to press the panic button quite yet. We still got a lot of basketball to play.
I agree.
Still got conference play ahead of us. Still got tournament play ahead of us. This team will figure it out.
I agree. I just want to get your thoughts on that because I saw that earlier and was like, because I was like, I was like, all right, let me go look at the numbers and see if the numbers are really far off.
Mm-hmm.
Last year she averaged 27, 7, and 3, two steals, one block, four turnovers on 40% shooting, 31 from three, 85 from the free throw line. This season she's averaging 23, 6, and 4,
Mm-hmm.
three steals, two blocks, four turnovers again, 45 from the field, 25 from three, 77 from the free throw line. So she's
Dang,
scoring
77
less
from the free throw
points.
line.
Yeah, yeah. She's scoring less points, but she's taking four less shots than she was last year.
Yeah.
She's shooting a better percentage while doing that.
Yeah.
She's got one less rebound. She's got more assists. She's got more steals and more blocks. Slightly more turnovers, literally point two. So that's really not even a thing. I would say the only thing that's concerning to me is the 3 point shooting right now, 25%
Mm.
is concerning, and 77 from the free throw line is also concerning for someone that was an 85% free throw shooter last year. As
Yeah,
much
that's
she
why I
gets to
said
the free throw line,
77.
um, that's definitely concerning to start. Um, but it's a long season. I'm assuming those numbers will look better by the end of the season and as the season goes along. So I'm not worried about Juju, um, especially when it comes to scoring. I would say maybe the playmaking aspect, but outside of that, I'm not really like, oh man, she's not doing what she did last year. Like, yeah, she did come out and drop 30 balls right away, but I don't think that's a regression. I think that's more teams respecting her a lot more, not
I would
allowing her
say
to just
so as
go
well.
out
Yeah.
there and put shots up
Yeah.
and put comfortable shots up,
Yeah.
and also integrating new teammates, young teammates. It's a very young team. Like while Kiki is draft eligible and Talia is a senior, um, the rest of them are very young. I think Ryan Marshall's a junior. Juju's a sophomore, and then a lot of the players that are gonna play heavy minutes this year are freshmen. So um, it's gonna be a challenge, and they have to be willing to step up and take that challenge. Um, Obviously, they still have some years ahead of them where they can contend um, as these players get older. But you still want to contend on that this year with the players that you brought in the offseason.
Yeah, I definitely agree. One more thing I had to say about this team. Um, I want to say as far as Juju goes, I just think teams are game planning a little differently for her. Because it's like, I ain't gonna lie, they threw the kitchen sink at Juju at times last year, and it still wasn't enough to contain her.
Hmm.
So I think that mixed with the fact that she does have to pass the ball and distribute the ball a little more because she has improved talent on her team. Yeah, it's a mix of a lot of things. So definitely a team on the radar to watch for as we're in this point of the season, but not a team we should worry about.
I agree. I agree.
Any other collegiate topics before we move on?
I don't believe so. Let me.
Oh,
Make
Oh,
sure I'm
I
not
just
tripping.
realized something.
Yeah, no.
Shout out to Thinking on the Fly, because I'm that
Uh-oh.
guy. I don't think I've given this guy this award yet. But I'm writing him down. Let me double check.
Make sure I'm not tripping.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have this season. All right, so we can go ahead and get to our topics. Or I'm not topics. In our segments, we can go on out of here. Um, Bryce's nicest for this week. I don't think this comes as a surprise for the NBA side of things. I got one NBA, one college. Um, to preface this, NBA, this guy's been putting his team on his back, putting on being the guy for his team after the other guy went down due to injury. See, I'll be trying to have this week try to guess before I say the name. But I'm watching this guy do work right now. No other than Mr. Wagner.
Yeah.
Franz been on the tear lately, man, and that can't go unnoticed. Man's been cooking. I don't have his stats in front of
Come
me,
on
but
now.
recent
I got
games I can think of the game against the Lakers where he hit the game winning shot. Oh my goodness, that
you.
was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That step out was so smooth. I thought he was
Doing the
going.
damn thing.
I said, and he gonna miss. I was like, nah, that looked good. Splash. I
I
want to
say, now we down
believe. I
that low.
believe. I believe they beat the Nets a couple times in this stretch too. Um, yeah, no, Franz Wagner. That's my NBA Bryce's nicest. That boy nice.
Franz is averaging 23, 5 and 5, 46% shooting, 33% from three, 85 from the free throw line, uh, two steals, or about two steals, and this is a career high in points by 4 points. So every year to this point, he has jumped in points. He's jumped from 15 to 18 to 19, which the 19 was basically 20 to 23. Um, and he has really played well since the Paolo injury.
Mm-hmm.
He did struggle against Brooklyn the other night, but outside of that, he had a 12 of 20. He had 29, 30, 37, 32, 31, 29, 32, 23, 27, 28. So he's had some really good games.
I look at Angel
He
at the
had
game.
a really good month of November. Huh?
I said look at Angel at the game.
He averaged 25, 5 and 6 or 25, 6 and 6 in November. So um we'll see how this the rest of the season goes because I'm pretty sure one of us said his name on our All-Star watch
We
earlier
definitely
a
did.
couple of weeks ago.
We definitely did.
Um
I think it might be
he
time to
is
do another
well on his
All
way.
Star watch soon too. While we at it.
He is well on his way to that.
Yeah.
So,
If he's not an All
yeah.
Star in the East, we riot. Like I'm going up to the NBA offices. Like no ifs ands or buts. Yeah. All
Not
right,
mad at that.
college future lottery pick here. Um, been holding on for his hometown. Been doing this damn thing. Um, carrying the torch in terms of his family goes. Had been looking like one of the better prospects in this draft class. I mean, he already was one of the top names of the draft class to begin with. No other than Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper's been on the tear as of late as well. Record's got a
Okay.
5-3 record at the moment. Um, let's look at his past couple of games though. 18 against Texas A&M in a
Swing the ball or
loss.
shoot it, bro.
37 against Alabama in a loss. 36 against Notre
Alabama's
Dame.
for the defense, I feel like.
21 against Kennesaw State. He's currently averaging
The
23.8
boy Dylan
points,
Harper.
4.5 rebounds, 4.6 assists. Yeah,
Hey,
he's been
he
on go
made
since the
made a
season started,
cold
man.
duo.
He's been on go since the season started, man. Definitely a guy I would want my team to look at. I mean, Sean Marks has been scouting, been at many Rutgers games since the season has started. So But just anybody, just a guy that I think anybody would love to have in the team would be Dylan Harper. What he brings on the floor as a guard, and just how just his potential is sky high, man. So shout out to Dylan Harper. That is Bryce's nicest for the week. Tariq, let's get into your tiers.
We're gonna change it up a little bit this week.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna turn
You
it
know I love a
into a
change up. You know
question.
I love a change up.
I'm gonna turn it into a question for you.
Oh, pop
So
quiz.
yeah.
Okay.
So I need three sets. All right. I need three different ones. Give me three sets of what you would like if you were able to say, all right, this is my favorite duos. Whether they could either have played together or not played together. Like they could either have played together before and that's one of your favorite duos, or like I wish these two had played together or will play together in the future.
But they gotta be related in some way, shape, or form.
No, they're just like
No.
if there's two that you wanted to play together or there's two that did play together. That's literally it.
Oh, okay. I
Because
can
I want to
freak this
see
a
if
little
you
bit.
do put
Pause.
if you put duos together, I want to see what two players you would put together.
I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say off script, but off brand. Well, on brand, but it's like it's not an obvious answer for my first one. I like the duo of Kyrie and Luca.
Mm,
Just a tough, like offensive duo. Like I would
hmm
love to see those guys in a pickup setting type of deal. Like NBA settings cool,
Ooh.
but like two guys like that in a pickup setting, bro, just straight
Unfair.
offensive killers, and them with their building chemistry, like Luka being as crafty as he is, and Kyrie being as crafty as he is.
Hmm
Oh man, lordy. See, you don't open the floodgates now. Now I'm thinking about now I'm thinking about guys on the wall. Now I'm thinking about other possibilities. Like I don't think we ever seen Kobe and Kyrie together.
No. See, this is what I was trying to see. I was trying to see what
I mean,
kind
they
of
don't
bag
play
you gonna
against
put
each other,
together.
but Kobe wasn't on them Olympic teams. Kyrie was on. Like
Nope.
that's a real pass to the torch moment. That's a really different era cover thing right there. That's oh.
That's two killers
I'm
right
trying to
there.
think of who else. Oh, what other duos? Oh, no, let's have fun with this. All right, so Kyrie and Luca, right?
Hmm
All right, that is my current, well, not current, but one of my current favorite duos. I'm gonna do a current favorite duo for NBA. I think the next one I'm thinking of is gonna be W related, right?
Okay.
And we'll go to South Bend for this one.
Crap.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you.
We're gonna go to South Bend for this next one. Let me sit up. Let
Okay.
me make sure my voice is clear. I don't know if I want to go college or I want to go pros though, because both can happen. Well, not both can happen, but one can happen. But it's just I don't know how I don't say how effective because all right, I'm just gonna say the duo instead of doing a green entry for everything I gotta say. So Luka Kyrie's the first duo. Second duo is another guard duo. Gonna be Skylar Diggins Smith and Hannah Hidalgo
I knew it.
in college.
That's two dogs.
Dog, that's every guard's nightmare for real. You think Hannah and Olivia's a problem? No. Give me Colin Skylar and Hannah Hidalgo right now, bro.
Ooh. The meme mugs.
Ugh.
The meme
SD.
mugs would be
I'm not even
crazy.
gonna say SDS because she ain't had a Smith yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pending, but it wasn't there yet. So we gonna say
Yeah.
Skylar Diggins and Hannah Hidalgo. All right, and then I'm trying to think for this last one. Let's see. Do another W one or do another NBA one? Do I do a college one? Like, hmm. Because on brand, me wants to say Cooper Flag and Cam Thomas. Because ultimately, I would love to see that. But let's see. All right, no. We going back to college for this last one, and I'm gonna stay on brand.
Okay.
Jared McCain and Cooper Flag.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that one at
Jared
all.
McCain's cutting up. So I mean, obviously, yeah, he was nice enough to get drafted this year, but I kind of entertained the idea. I kind of thought about it. I was like, bro,
If
like
you
whenever like
come
he was
back,
still undecided and stuff, I was like, bro, like Duke already had Cooper Flag locked. He's already committed. He already, was already had the slam cover. I'm thinking this was like before the season started. I'm thinking like, yo, team of Cooper Flag and Jared McCain matched out with
hey,
Caleb Foster, Tyrese Proctor, who's having a good season this year too. That's a scary squad. That's scary. So yeah, that's my three right there: Kyrie and Luca, Skylar Diggins and Hannah Hidalgo, Jared McCain, and Cooper Flag.
a very underrated duo that I would have wanted to see. These are two of my favorite guard slash wings. I would have loved to have seen Brandon Roy and Paul George play on the same team.
Ooh, wee.
That would have been nasty. Um, Current, there's a few I would have liked to see, or I would like to see. Like, I definitely want to see Luca and Jokic play at some point. Like, I want to see them on the same team. I feel like that's just gonna be nasty. But
Hmm.
okay, so I'll say Luca, or I'll say Luca and Jokic, Brandon Roy and Paul George. I want to do one with Steph, but I feel like that was too easy, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna go. Do I want to go women's basketball or do I
Wait,
want
do
to
you
go
say Luca and
WNBA?
Giannis or Luca and Jokic?
Sorry, Luca and Jokic.
Okay.
If I said Giannis, it's because I was thinking Steph and Giannis.
I was about to say that's
But
why I kind of look weird. Cause I was like, hold on, how's that gonna work? Like,
yeah, I'm bugging.
all right,
I
I
meant
was about to say
Luca
I'm
and
making sure I'm
Jokic.
hearing you correctly here.
Yeah, I meant Luca and Jokic. I'm bugging.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
I can rock with that a little more.
Ooh, okay. I would have. Ooh, we're not gonna see it, but I would love to see Paige Beckers
Mm-hmm.
and Nafisa Collier.
Oh my.
That efficiency,
Oh
they're gonna score
my.
like they're gonna score like 60 a game on 60% field goal percentage.
Oh my.
It's just nasty. And that'll be the first time
Lordy.
that Fee has played with a real point guard for real in the
Yeah.
league, I feel like.
Yeah.
So that would be fun.
Yeah.
But we might get Paige inside too, so we
If I
good.
get paid to saw too, that'd be crazy.
So we good. So we
I'm trying.
good.
I'm really trying to think of another one, bro. I'm trying to think of some of my favorite players, or just
Who would I
it's been
want to
an
see D
underrated
Wade play
duo. I
with?
don't even say underrated, but like up and coming duo. I'll say them boys in Charlotte causing ruckus, man. Them Hornets swarming, man.
They hooping right now. I think they in overtime.
Really?
I can't see
But
the
so let
score
me
because of
turn because this
PS5.
game is a blowout.
PS5 in the way, but um,
FanDuel Network.
they got the ball, so maybe it's not overtime. They got the ball on
FanDuel
the other
Sports
side.
Network.
Oh, bad pass. Oh well, that might be wraps. Yeah, it looks like it's wraps. Yeah, it's refs. Game over now.
Yeah, game over. Oh, Martin twins played against each
Oh,
other tonight.
you said what?
I said, oh, the Martin twins played against each other tonight.
That's tough. That's tough. Shout out Nevada.
Shout out Nevada.
They had me rooting for Nevada in the NCAA tournament. That's
Man, that was
crazy.
crazy. Them boys was that tough though.
They really were. Like
They
I
was
was
that
really like
tough
mad
though,
when they lost. I
dog.
think they lost to Texas. I was hot.
They was killing. I remember.
I
I'm
was
like,
pissed.
oh, I love this.
I was like, bro, you gotta watch these two twins. They at
Wait. Did
Nevada.
Paul George talk to Brandon Miller?
That you be worried about that.
No, I'm just seeing everybody link up, photo ops and jersey swaps and
Why
stuff.
would he
But
have talked to him?
I mean, I just turned to the game. I didn't see what transpired. Like I just turned, so
I would assume he did.
yeah.
It would make sense. I feel like
I said, who won?
Philly.
Oh, okay. But no, yeah, them boy hooping. I'm trying to think of who. All right, we gotta come up with one together now. Cause I've been trying to think of who to pair with
Okay.
Book. Cause I mean, we
I was
seen
gonna
Book
say
with
you bring a player, I'll
CP.
bring a player.
We seen Book with CP. We've seen Book with KD. I'm trying to think of what other player would probably take Book to that next level, or
Honestly, I
just be
already
like
said this name, but
crazy.
I feel like Book and Jokic would be a nasty combination.
Ooh, ooh, I like
Like
that.
Book in the Jamal Murray role, but way better, respectfully.
Yeah, cause I like Book and Jamal. I'm not Book Jamal. I like Jamal and Jokic together.
Yeah,
Like that's a cool like 1-2 duo.
yeah.
Like when
But
Jamal
Book can
Murray's
get
on
to
his
his mini
game, like
bag
yeah, that's a crazy
on the
duo.
pull up,
Yeah,
on the dribble pull up or not dribble, the dribble handoffs and stuff. Like they would be able to do a lot.
yeah. I think another one that might be cool that we've seen a taste of has been Ant and KD.
Mm,
Just imagine a full season of them two together.
I want to see John Ant just dunks galore.
Yeah, they're gonna have to have rims on standby.
That's just a smaller version of LeBron and D Wade for real. That's like they gonna be
Yo,
throwing lobsters
it's
on
like
every play.
you not gonna be able to do nothing about it either, dog. Like just don't jump.
Off the backwood.
That's their duo. Don't jump.
The ideal trio. Now this is barring they would all be healthy.
hmm
You need Ja and Zion, but they
Yeah,
all gotta be healthy.
that's like Lob City 2.0. Like don't jump.
And then and then we need
And it's crazy because Jock can throw the lobs and
Paolo.
catch
Then
them.
we need Paolo, Chet, and Wimby. Obviously that would never happen, but that would be nuts.
That would be crazy.
Like what is there a three? Is there a group of three players that could beat Paolo, Chet, and Wimby in a 3-on-3 today?
No, well maybe
Because you got to go forward. So it had to be like Tatum, KD, Braun.
I
Now
would say
it can't be because who guard Wimby? So it had to be like
KD.
KD,
KD gonna have to
Mobley,
guard Wimby.
or Jaren Jackson. Maybe a Giannis. But see, I
You
would
got
probably go
Bam.
Tatum, Bam, KD
Tatum, Tatum, Bam, KD ain't bad.
against Paolo. So Tatum and Paolo, Chet and KD, Wimby and Bam. I'm not mad at that.
No matter. All right, one more little exercise while we on the point of hypotheticals and stuff.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
one more, just one more. Build a five of guys from your
Oh.
favorite college.
Ah, that's easy.
I know it's easy, but it's a lot. A
It's
lot of
not though
names
at the
coming from
same
the
time. It's
colleges we
not
like.
though at the same time.
It's a lot of names
So
come from the colleges
so
we
the best
like.
guys are my favorite.
Your favorite, just like what
Okay.
you want to see. It could be the best too. I mean, obviously, debatably,
I'm gonna say my
arguably,
favorite. I'm gonna say my
but
favorite
we
because
could say your favorite.
the
Like
best
who
guys
out of these guys?
is the best guys is subjective based on
All right,
what happens.
so
I'm gonna go
go
John
ahead. You can
Wall
go
for
first.
sure. First, John Wall.
Wait. We're doing that in the league right now. John Wall still in the league? Is he currently on the roster?
Oh, they're in the league still.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. That's what I meant to. That's
I
what I meant
thought
to
you meant like
preface. My fault. My
all
fault. Because
time.
if we could
Okay,
go
my
all
fault. Yeah,
time, we could do that too. But
yeah.
I'll say to keep some
We'll
type
do
of
it.
like, um,
Cohesiveness.
yes, do it
I
as
got
of
you.
current active
I bet.
players.
So I would go Book, De'Aaron. All right, De'Aaron, Book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, De'Aaron, Book, Cat, Bam. Ooh. After that, we got what? Shay. We got Tyler.
I got so many, bro.
We got so many. Like I know I'm forgetting some people right now. People gonna be like, "Oh my god, shut up." Uh, see, there's PJ. There's Malik. There's Keldon.
Mm-hmm.
There's AD.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jamal Murray. I'll probably say I'll do it like this. It'll be De'Aaron, Shay, Book, Cat, Bam.
All right, so you said De'Aaron, Shea, Book, Cat, Band. That's your five.
Hmm.
Not mad at it.
The
Not
top
mad at it.
four
Not
were
mad at it.
easy. After that, it's kind of
Yeah.
just a toss up for real.
I gotta think of guys that are active in the league because that's another thing I gotta that I said.
Oh, I
All
forgot
right.
about Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, that's another one.
That's crazy. And Emmanuel quickly.
All right.
And Rob
Duke,
Dillingham. Rob with the shits. Reed
Rod,
Shepard.
Reed. Well, I said y'all got names for freaking days, bro.
Shit nuts, bro. It's too
It
many
really is, bro. Cal is like, bro, I'm getting you to the league. F a
to
championship,
make a
bro.
whole
Like, I'm getting
roster
you to
for
the
real.
league.
To make a whole roster with
Cal's
just
whole thing was
Kentucky
get you
players.
to the
Two
league, bro.
rosters actually. And I
Yeah,
love that. I love that part of it.
yeah.
I love that. He was
Because that's what a lot of those
he,
guys are in college for, bro. Like,
he kept it
that's
a buck. He was not
yeah.
gonna lie to nobody.
And I think that's
Like
why he should be, looked at as a good coach because he did get a lot of guys to the
absolutely
league, and these guys have been guys that have made differences. Like Kentucky, that's the school you go to if you want to go to the league. Now, if you want a good
facts.
college career, collegiate career, you go play for other coaches like Izzo, K, like
Hmm.
Jay Wright, Mark
Hmm.
Few. Like if you want to build and like be part of a program, you go to those guys. But if you want to get to the league, go to Cal.
I mean, he told
Not saying
everybody
those other
what it
players
was.
can't. I mean, not saying those other coaches can't get players to the league because obviously that resume stretches just as long almost. Is up there with the
Yeah,
Kentucky, but
yeah.
yeah, nah. As of recent memory, Cat has been that guy to get his guys to the league more than the other guys. So shout out to Cal. All right, Duke 5, my favorite Duke. Well, I'm just building this based on whatever, right? Um, I guess based on vibes, based
On Vips.
on vibs, based on what I like, and just kind of make the best
Shout out
five
to
out of
Vince.
my favorite five, I guess. All right, so I think these two can kind of switch off too, though. It's a little small, but I mean it'll work. I'll have Kyrie and Jared McCain 1 and 2, right? I'd say Jared McCain. Sorry, Kyrie, Jared McCain 1 and 2. Um, Jason Tatum at the 3, Paulo at the 4. I don't know, cause see, I kind of want to put Jalen Johnson in the mix. Maybe put him at the 3, Tatum at the 4, Paulo small ball 5.
Not bad.
But then you got Zion too, but Zion be,
I mean, in this
and
hypothetical, he
that's
would be
hypothetically
healthy.
he's healthy. I'll just have to make Jalen Johnson my 6 man. But I
You
kind of want
said
to make
Jalen
Tyus Jones my 6 man.
Tyus Jones was a killer. He was a killer.
All right, I'll have Jalen Johnson 6 man. My 5, Kyrie, Jared McCain, Tatum, or do I want? I'll put Tatum in my 3. Paul's a little more aggressive. So I'll put Paul at my 4, Zion at my 5. Yeah,
Not mad at that at all.
word, man. But thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast show. This has been great. This has been good. This was a good episode. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. I should have 5 things Friday this week. Should return it this week. I should say it should be making its return this week. Um, so yeah, there's that. Y'all know where to follow. The ad is on the screen. Um, what else? Who else is going on? What else is going on? And yeah, just stay tuned for what we got going on. uh,
Much.
anything you want to add, Tariq?
Nah, just tap in with it. Tap in with us. Tap in with me and P on Saturdays. We didn't get to record last Saturday. We had some circumstances that we didn't foresee.
Mm-hmm.
But we will be back to talk about Survivor Series, the road to Royal Rumble. We had some painful things happen on Monday Night Raw last night.
Uh-oh.
So y'all make sure y'all tap in to hear us talk about it.
For sure, man. Thank y'all once again for tuning in. Oh, and before we go, I ain't get to say nothing. I ain't get to say nothing. I ain't gonna say because
Don't make me leave. Don't make me leave.
I
Don't
want
make
us
me
to have a
leave.
good show. I want us to have a
Don't
good
make me
show.
leave. I will leave. I will leave.
Can you at least say it before you leave?
I will leave.
Can you at least say it before you leave?
I will leave. Appreciate y'all.
All right, Spurs up.